We're searching for opportunities in this market. Welcome to Wall Street Confidential. I'm Farnoosh Torabi. We want to welcome Jim Cramer. Hi, Jim.
Hi.
All right, we want to look at oil and gas as a sector. Right. You're noticing some swings downward in that sector.
Well, I've been waiting. A lot of oil and gas companies pay meager dividends because they've really been caught up in buying back stock. Chevron buys back a lot of stock, but at one point the other day it was trading at 3.6% yield. By the way, Freeport was trading at almost 4% yield. I look at two things when I look at stocks away from the battlegrounds. When you come in, it's really hard to think. Mm-hmm. But I look at price to earnings multiples, and you're getting 4 or 5 times earnings for oils. That's traditionally been something that I'm only leery of if the balance sheets are bad, and these balance sheets are fabulous. You're also getting a moment where stocks are down 9, Occidental the other day, Schlumberger down 12. That's clearly a sign of when you don't sell down 9, okay, unless you have to. And one of the things that I think that people have to understand is when you see a stock down 9, what that is that your holders are bad. And you get a stock down 9, you're going to be near a crescendo of selling. Now, there's two kinds of sellers here. One is the guy who's looking at the 3-year chart, and these stocks are all awful on the 3-year chart. Mm-hmm. They just are criminally awful. You would never buy them. And the second thing you think about is redemptions. We are going to get to a point where the hedge funds are almost done the redemptions for this quarter. They'll be right back at the end. Because they're getting the investors are seeing, the brain dead investors who didn't check ahead of time are seeing these numbers and want their money back. But there is a core value to energy. And if you've noticed, by the way, it's not like the oil futures went to 50, 60. They're really hanging out. I think it could go down to 80. At $80, these companies make an immense amount of money. I would also point out that natural gas is not through 7. So, when I look at companies that I'm less concerned about their earnings, which is oil and gas, and I look at the cash flow of these companies, and I look at the potential for dividends, I think that they've come down enough that you'd be foolish not to look at them. And if you're only going to base things on the chart and not the fundamentals, then I think what's going to happen is you're going to miss some opportunities.
All right, thanks very much, Jim Cramer. This is Wall Street Confidential. Stay tuned.